Recently, Donald Trump went to Nevada to help Dean Heller, Republican senator, campaign for re-election. And during their little visit, they traveled to a couple parts of the state where Donald Trump promised Dean Heller that the Yucca Mountain nuclear waste disposal site probably wasn't going to happen. Now, in case you're not familiar with the history of this, let me give it to you briefly. In 1986, Ronald Reagan said, we're going to consolidate all of the high-risk nuclear waste in the United States at this place down in Nevada called Yucca Mountain, which happens to be about 90 miles from Las Vegas and other heavily populated areas. Now, at the time Reagan decided this, there's only about 1 million total people living in Nevada. Obviously, the population has skyrocketed since then. George W. Bush in the early 2000s redesignated Yucca Mountain, and then in 2006 he said, you know what, we're fast-tracking it, we're funding it, it's going to be fully operational for all of this toxic, highly hazardous nuclear waste by 2017. So far it has not come to fruition, and Donald Trump told Dean Heller that it's probably not ever going to happen. Now, the reason he did that, and the reason Heller got so excited about it, was because the citizens in Nevada obviously don't want a massive mountain, essentially, of toxic nuclear waste in their state. Who would? So Trump makes this promise, Heller campaigns on it, everything is great. Until last Friday, when what is possibly the dumbest member of Donald Trump's cabinet said, oh no, Yucca Mountain is absolutely happening. I've got the budget papers. We've already appropriated the money for it. Here we go. So Rick Perry, the guy who couldn't even remember which branches of the government he wanted to destroy, he came out, blew Donald Trump's cover, and said, yeah, we're totally building this massive nuclear waste site down there in Nevada, and we've already appropriated the money for it. This is happening. Obviously now Dean Heller is super mad because he didn't think he was going to have to deal with this. The voters in the state now understand that Donald Trump was lying to Heller, and then Heller inadvertently lied to them about it. Now they're pissed off, so Rick Perry may have just single-handedly handed this election to Heller's Democratic challenger, Jackie Rosen, just by accidentally telling the truth. You know, that's the funny thing about lies that this administration never seems to understand. They're always going to come back to haunt you. And when you're so bad at lying, as this administration is, you're always going to get busted. Especially when you fail to tell the dumbest member of your team, Rick Perry, that he's also required to go along with the lie.